I just needed outside doing a little bit of chores. Oh, I should have seen my shoulder. No, you guys are right. You just see my shoulder anyway. I just wanted to come on and make a little rant. I'm getting the chemicals ready for the pool. And we just got home. And my dogs are all in here because they want to visit. Anyways, I just got the chemicals together and I gotta go out there and do that for Olivia. But we just got home from Ruidoso. We went for an overnight little excursion, one-day quick trip up there. Ruidoso is a beautiful place. I looked up some facts about it, and I gotta get this thing situated because it just feels weird. Fix this one in the right there. I have to be more this way to make it look like I'm that way. More this way. Straight. There we go. Anyway, I looked up some facts about it. It's I think it's 9650 elevation or something like that. I should look it up. I don't want to misquote anything. I posted a lot of pictures on Facebook today of the I need my charger. Of the Smoky Bear Museum. We went there today. Olivia, I needed to do some stuff with Olivia too because she pretty much determined what we were doing and how we were doing it, even though we went to go do something we wanted to do. But let me stick this under here real quick. I'll be right back. Which one? That one. Anyway, so I did post some pictures of that. But what we went for was to see a friend of my husband. There goes the chemicals. A friend of my husband's that, geez, this is a nightmare. I'm trying to do an impromptu. It's unedited though, so that's where it's going to have to be, I guess. Anyway, a friend of my husband's that's music songwriter, country songwriter. He wrote Amarillo that George Strait made famous, I believe. Recall. And he's a very good singer too. And so we went to see him last night. We went to the country club in Ruidoso and had catfish, which was fantastic. And we had coleslaw, hush puppies. Where's my coffee? I need to get situated here. Coleslaw. Oh, here it is. Coleslaw, hush puppies, French fries, a ton of catfish, and that was it. And tea. Anyway, we have a little bar right there off the country club, so we sat in the dining room and stayed and watched the show into the evening. And it was over by, I think, 10:30 or so. It was over. And it was very good. So, and Olivia was bugging. She just didn't want to be there anymore. After dinner was done, she was like, let's go, you know. And so we pretty much had to, you know. And we did get to have a couple of dances. She's not dancing yet. She hasn't started, which I can't believe she hasn't started yet because the girls all learned when they were 5. But she's not been interested in it that much. Country dancing, she's not that interested in. But she'll love it when she does it. You know, you always love it after you first start. But anyway, so we did get to have a couple of dances. And anyway, that was it. Very nice little break. We stayed at the Quality Inn. We had a marginal breakfast this morning. They did have Starbucks coffee 24 hours a day in the lobby, which was wonderful. So I took good advantage of that, you can bet. But like I said, and the room was spotless. Like I was afraid to get anything on the sheets or anything. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to even get makeup on the sheets or anything. And then Olivia went, and she wanted to swim last night, but the pool closed at 10. So we went this morning and sat in the jacuzzi, hot tub, whatever, jacuzzi thing. Oh God, I want one of those so bad. Really bad, I want one. It was so wonderful. My legs were hurting so bad. I have such terrible pain in my legs when I first get up in the morning. It's hard for me to get going, and my hips too. And it was about 8 o'clock when we went in and did that, and I started my day feeling fresh and wonderful. And this is hot tub hair because I went under the water. I had straightened it last night, but this is what I end up with if I just let it go. So that's fine. Oh, and I got, oh, look at the back of it. It's a mess. I just caught the glimpse of it. Well, that was weird. I just saw the back of my head when I turned back. That was weird. Anyway, I got carded. I went to go buy cigarettes this morning at the Allsup's little convenience store, and I got carded, and I wanted to jump over the counter and kiss that girl. I had to go out to the car and get my ID, but I was like, what? And she said, can I have your ID? And I was like, why? She said, because we card anybody that looks like they're 35 and under. And I was like, oh my God, I want to kiss that girl. I really do. I mean, okay, I know I don't look 35. We all know I don't look 35, but that is, when you're my age, it is no offense if somebody asks you for ID. That's for sure. Just a minute, Moxie. I'll let you out. She doesn't want to be in here. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about, we were going to talk about, there you go. There you go, girls. Hunter, why don't you stay here? Hunter. Would you make sure the little kitties are okay in there? Did you find that other little kitty? It's the orange and gold one. Oh, orange and gold. Yeah, the one that has, I mean, not orange and gold, white and gold. That has a lot of white. Okay. Please go like this so it doesn't hurt. Because those puppies are out there. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about, I was so mad when I got home. Something told me, oh, and when we were, I should tell you a little bit more about the trip, though. Because the ride up from over there is beautiful, the ride over there is beautiful. When we went over, we went around Capitan to the, what?
All three of them are artificial.
Okay, great. And we went through a little town called Nogales. And then on the way back, we went through Capitan, and Capitan is where Smokey Bear was rescued when he was a little baby in 1955. The first Smokey Bear. There's been 3 Smokey Bears, but the first one was rescued in 1955, and the museum is all about him and pictures of when he was little. And I did make a little video, and I'm going to upload it. It's not a great video by any means, but it was just me walking around outside and inside a little bit, and the inside of the museum. I'll post it after I do this one. Anyway, so we took Olivia to see that, and Smokey Bear is buried there. He lived to be 26 years old, and 25 years old is 70 for a bear. And when he was 25 years old, he officially retired, and he is the first official retired federal, I'm trying to get this right, federal employee bear. First one. He may have even been the very first one, I think, is what it said on the sign. I can look on the little card. But anyway, we got some memorabilia from there and some little pins. I wish I got more of them. Olivia just got one, and I should have got one for a giveaway. Dang it! Maybe I can send off for one. I bet I can. I bet I can ask for one. Anyway, I plan to take Olivia back there because next time I want to go through Lincoln, which is where the Lincoln County Wars were at, and where Billy the Kid was in jail there. And you can go to the, I've been there many times and taken my kids. And I had taken the kids to see the Smokey Bear, and I had been there a couple times, I think, when I went for my EMS boards. Yeah, because I went to Clovis and we went through there. But anyway, so that was super nice. And then you keep on driving and you go through Carrizozo, and Carrizozo is where the, what's it called? Something of fire. What is it called? Olivia! I just was talking to myself about it outside, and now I can't think of the name. Something of fire. Fields of fire? Fields of fire or something like that. Anyway, it's just miles and miles and miles of black volcanic rock where the big mountain erupted many years ago, and it just made just a sea of black rock, volcano rock. Very cool. Very cool to see. Fields of fire, is that what it's called? I can't think. Darn it. I can't think where it is. Anyway, then you go there, and then we get to our next little town, San Antonio. And San Antonio is where the Al Cafe is, which are were voted, I think, the best green chili cheeseburger in the whole world by Bobby Flay. And they're not that great. I think my cheeseburgers are better, actually, but, and they make their patties so huge and their bread so small. It's too small. Oh.